I think Ron Rivera. I think his time has passed. That's on him. And then I already mentioned about with Wink Martindale. I think he blitzes too much. So I just threw that name out there. Somebody that we haven't heard in a while. And then me personally, I want some new blood in there. I want I want somebody like Al Harris or some young Ravens assistant, one of these guys that can maybe come and shake things up. But we'll see, man. We want you. And Reggie made a great point about, hey, who's the defensive coordinator going to be before we find out who is going to be the linebacker, who's going to show up this defensive group for us. One linebacker I had was here's another name for you guys that you didn't mention. What about Bobby Wagner in the inside?
He's going back to Seattle. They're gonna retire. He's not leaving.
Yeah, he's only
going. Seattle was talking about. He's going back to Seattle.
And only 1 or 2 years left. It's a waste. It's cool. It's cool. I'll take him, but for 1 or 2 years, how much money do you want? He wants to retire with Seattle. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, cool. He would be good, but he wants to. They was talking about he wants to go back to Seattle. They gonna do that. Retire his jersey and everything.
Yeah, but I'll take him though. But
we definitely gotta get physical. We definitely gonna need a no nonsense defensive coordinator, somebody that can balance Mike Quinn. I'm sorry.
Dan Quinn.
Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn are the same. We're gonna need somebody to balance Mike McCarthy, his mellow, demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
We need somebody to come in and fire things up and get these guys' attention. Oh, I just thought about one name. What about Verbal, the former Titans head coach?
Oh, he's not taking he's not taking no assistant job.
Okay.
He might need to. He won't be coaching this year.
No, he's gonna be coaching. I guarantee he'll be coaching.
All the spots is filled. All the spots are filled. What we talked about. I told you Belichick won't be coaching this year.
Vrabel coach next year. He getting paid. He on the book, so he'll get paid next year. He can sit out, do some commentating. Believe me, it's 5 or 6 coaches that gonna get fired this coming up year,
including ours probably.
Yeah, ours with that has the 1 year left on his bill.
No, according to you, EP, they contenders, Super Bowl contenders.
Who is that?
Yeah. Huh?
I've been here before. I've been here too many times.
Hey,
look, we got to see Jerry pick up, man. We got to see your next topic, man.
he riding with Dan Quinn, man. All right, so let's transition. Jerry Jones made some comments last week. Right as we was dropping our last episode, he was talking about Cowboys are all in. He mentioned the Cowboys going to be all in for 2024. What do we got to do, man? What does Jerry have to do? Let's put this on Jerry. What does Jerry have to do to convince you guys that we are all in and it's not
spend some money? Spend some money.
He always spend. He spend money.
Spend some money. Spend some money, man. Spend some money, man. That's all.
What you got, Reggie? How can Jerry convince you?
He would have to, and I know he's not going to do it. Get out the way and let Steven and my man that picks the draft picks have a show. He behind the scene, like Robert Kraft is at New England. And hey, just sit up in the booth, ride, wave, kiss the little babies, and I ain't like that. But he's not gonna do that. No. He's not gonna do that.
I think Steven been controlling the show for the past 3-4 years.
Who?
Steven.
No, yeah. Oh, he controls some. He don't get. Jerry is still got these on everything.
I think Steven been controlling the show under our eyes. Like he not letting it be known. Jerry's talking. I think Steve don't put Steve got his hands on this too. This is on Steve. I know for sure Jerry probably let them, like, but Stevens got his hands on this too. He's been doing all this. we can't do Jerry like that.
What you talking about? He only lets his son do what his son can do. That's just like you. You only gonna let your kid do so much. Bottom line. I'm just telling you. So Steven, some of the decisions he made was some good decisions.
I feel like Steven's been had his hands on this show for a while, like more than we know about.
So what you saying? So he got his hands on what? If you had to predict, how much percentage?
60 to 70, and that's a big percentage when it comes to Jerry.
Man.
These last couple of picks, you don't remember when Jerry? I forgot when Jerry's finna get Johnny Manziel or something, and Steven said, "Nah." Steven have his hand.
Okay, he got something. That's just, but he wasn't the only one. The other guy that was, what's the guy? The black guy, Will
McClay.
Yeah. They both said them don't get Johnny Manziel. It wasn't just him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You talking about 67%? I don't believe that.
Well, for me, it's always the adage that Jerry Jones doesn't want anyone to get credit for the Dallas Cowboys. He's not relinquishing people to get credit for his team, him being the general manager. You could say all you want, or it's just that he just has the title. No, this is his baby. He understands that, and he runs it like that. Everything runs through Jerry.
Yes,
everything.
Obviously, so, I'm not saying don't run through him, but
Yeah, I mean, he's taking the input, but he's the final say, man. He's the final. This is on Jerry, man. And so for me, I'm kind of with you, Reggie. Like, I want him to. I wish he would just kind of just move to the side, stop with the interviewing at the end of the game. That's one thing. And on the signing the players from free agents, I really hope we go get Derrick Henry. And on the financial side, something I thought about. I don't believe this season is going to be a successful one because you got your head coach in the building with no guaranteed contract years left on his contract. This is tough, and you can't say, well, he's on contract, so he's in the building and doesn't matter. Oh no, it don't work that way. In business, it doesn't work that way. That's going to be on McCarthy's mind. The players are going to be asked about it. The players are going to be thinking about it. His coaches are going to be thinking about it. It's going to affect the full environment of the team when you have your head football guy that has 1 year left on his contract. I don't see the season being all in. If he was all in, I would say, hey, why don't you sign him for at least for another year, another 2 years? Give him an extension for another year, another 2 years. But saying we're going to be all in as far as with the players, and you got a lame duck coach that if the players shut their ear off against him, that they can literally go 3-8 between the first 10 to 11 games. And what's going to happen to him? He's going to be out of there. So I don't see this playing out well for what Jerry's doing. He can't convince me that we're going all in with how he's running the team right now.
He's just talking, just making headlines. That's odd. That's what
yeah. I mean, they'll do like every year. They're good, look good during the regular season, and hey, think you're gonna win in the playoffs? No. That's what I say. What do you want to be? You want to be a 12-5 team, or you want to be a Super Bowl contender? You know what I'm saying?
I just at least want to get to the championship game. Just
That's what I'm saying.
Championship game.
I'm cool with a championship game.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that my whole life, so I'm cool with that.
Not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. Hey, maybe I think the 49ers might crumble after this year. That's another topic for another time, though. Kind of like how the Eagles did. Like, I feel like that.
Well, I would love to see the 49ers crumble. I don't see them going anywhere.
That if they keep that defense like the way they do, they will be lethal. But like, yeah,
I don't see them going anywhere.
John
but how long
is making good decisions.
Shanahan.
He has power to make decisions as the general manager.
Yeah, and Shanahan, they're gonna keep Shanahan. So yeah, I feel you on that. But yeah, I'm just saying personnel wise, because they always hurt.
Hey, they won. They go to the conference. I take getting hurt. Going to the
I'll take getting hurt over getting bumped at the first round.
They definitely been there. You know, they look at the move that Lynch made last year, getting McCarthy. I mean McCaffrey. Sorry, getting McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Making moves. I said making moves in the middle of the season, in the off season. Make a move. Like who cared? Now the Odell, I'm glad we didn't get Odell. Not saying he but like he was asking for too much. But like, you know, just make a move somewhere.
Well, I hate to go there, but Odell's a guy that we need probably in our locker room.
What made it? I feel you. You like
somebody like that.
Yeah, you need somebody there.
He got a ring.
Mm-hmm.
He is. How should I say this? He's an alpha. He's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to say, check some people. Like, what are you doing? Why are we not focused on football?
Mm-hmm.
Right? People can say all they want about Odell in his younger years. Odell's about football now, man.
He done came back from injuries like that. It take a beast to do that.
But I think we need somebody like that on defense rather than on offense. You know,
you need somebody on the team, period. Because offense,
yeah.
You need somebody on defense, period. I mean on the team, period.
Mm-hmm.
That type of attitude,
right?
Yeah. Just shake it up. Just even like, and I hate because DeMarcus Lawrence been around for a while, man.
Mm-hmm.
But shake it up, cut him, get some new blood in here.
I like him in the running game. I think y'all finish him. I like him in the run game.
Did he stop something? Who he stopped in the run game?
If they run to a certain side, we said the same thing about Parsons. Parsons getting held, Lawrence getting. We can't. That's not somebody.
All I'm saying is, I'm getting confused of the games that you're watching.
That's not somebody that we can just sit up and.
Television.
But that's not somebody we can sit up and replace. That's all I'm saying. It's just like, we gonna get somebody. It will be out of no.
They said get rid of him, but you said you like him in the run game. I'm talking about nobody was stopping the run. Nobody. It was like they were playing you and Jamel.
I understand you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like that's somebody who's just up and replace. It's just like that.
I ain't saying replace. Like Jamel saying, he been there so long. Why you gonna have? It seemed like he would have that more dog in him, more hungry, because he's been there longest, and we ain't got to a championship game. They haven't won like they supposed to, and they been in that spotlight.
Let me tell you this: I'll take Odell over Gallup. I'm saying this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm telling you. That is not the problem. This is a quarter of the problem. The defense is a quarter of the problem. What we hate to talk about is the offense is a more majority of the problem.
You keep talking about the offense.
I'm gonna keep talking about the offense. I'm gonna keep talking about the offense because there's no way that you can keep talking about the defense and the offense.
Man, we'll talk about the offense, but we were not physical, man. We got slapped around. We got slapped around, and usually when your team is getting slapped around, which part of your team usually answers the call when you're getting slapped around? It's usually your defense. It's usually your defense.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the leaders of your defense? DeMarcus Lawrence, Micah Parsons, Osa Digazua, the safety,
Exactly.
number one, Curse. Those are your leaders on the defense. And half of those guys probably need to go. They probably need to go. Lawrence probably is a big cap hit, so he probably can't go anywhere. I get it.
Yeah, that's
but it's if he's not that big of a cap hit, if you want to take that hit, why didn't we try to trade for McCaffrey for him? I'm pretty sure somebody would have wanted Lawrence because, like you said, you want Lawrence to be your run stopper. Mm-hmm. So why didn't we try to trade him? But see the thing, and this is another issue with us is they run the organization like a family. We're loyal to our family members to a default. DeMarcus Lawrence, who else been around a while? Who else we got? Zach Martin, to me, didn't have a great season on the run offense. Who else we got?
Zach Martin, that's Tyron Smith.
I mean, he all pro, but if you look at the holes and that he was running to his side, he wasn't dominating like he used to. I think he lost his step.
We talked about the other who was that over there by him. We talked about him not showing up over there. It's probably him. He just making him look just as bad. I think Zach Martin had a pretty good year.
I mean, we got Tyler Biadasz. He was getting pushed back in the Dax lap a lot in the run, but I just don't think we were. Now we on offense and we're talking about being physical. I think Zach Martin is the epitome of us being a physical player, a physical team, and I don't think he showed up. He's so good than any other rest of the guards that's in the league that he's going to show out. He's going to display his skill, but I don't think he was. I think he lost a step, in my opinion. But I mean, but again, on top of us, we hold on to the guys that we draft and we love them and and when I say it's Jerry Jones. He's hold on to these guys. No, I don't want to get rid of them. Like we have to shake things up if we can get a good player that can help us be physical, that can improve us as being a more dynamic offense. And on the defensive side, us being, like I said, being a little bit more physical, us getting smarter on the defensive end, smarter players, right? I think that's how you shake things up and you make players realize I gotta be about ball. I'm gonna be up out of here. A lot of these guys ain't about ball because they know they're not going anywhere.
They were the bag play of the Cowboys.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Well, we moving around. I think we'll come back to the Cowboys. Obviously, we love to talk about. We're all Cowboy fans here, and so we'll talk more about the Cowboys as we go forward. But let's get into the Super Bowl 58. That's coming up on this Sunday. Man,
this Taylor Bowl.
Taylor Bowl. This is going to be a good one, man. This is two great teams, two great coach teams. Man, I'm gonna start with you, EP. How you feeling about this game? What do you think are going to be the keys? And give me a score.
I think the keys is going to be the defense, of course. Here, I think we should. I think probably the key to the Chiefs is to come out strong, like they did as always, score fast, and they're not going to give up what the Lions did. Late in the game with the defense. I feel like their defense is a little bit better where they can hold up. I really think that they'll probably come out on top with this one with the Chiefs again, and they're gonna add to Patrick Mahomes' legacy. So I'm saying close game for sure. For 49ers, Brock Purdy been playing pretty well here lately. I'm not gonna lie. I'll say very close game. Let's go 40-38. Chiefs.
40-38.
Ooh, that's a lot of points, man.
Shoot out.
Okay.
Hopefully we see.
Okay.
I just thought about this. I didn't put the line up for this game.
I think it's -2.
Yeah, Reggie, I'm gonna find a line for this game.
-2 Chiefs.
Okay.
-2 Chiefs.
My key points. Then I'm gonna go a little bit back to football history in the Super Bowl.
Let's get it.
Mahomes, they said Mahomes is following chasing Brady, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back when Tom Brady was doing his thing. They supposed to have beat the New York Giants, lost twice. They were supposed to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, lost twice. I'm not looking at what Vegas said. I'm looking at what their quarterback. They said Mahomes magic, and I have nothing against Mahomes. But when I'm really thinking, it's gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking when everybody always say, Mahomes finna catch Brady, he finna do this, and we thought Brady and them were gonna go 17-0 and all like that. I mean, 18, 19-0. I just got that feeling that Shanahan done been there and they done lost to Mahomes now. I just feel they have something that's gonna make them dig deep and pull the game out. And I think I feel that that's what's gonna happen in history, because there's a lot of people looking at, they want to say, Mahomes gonna catch Brady. And I just look at the history with a Super Bowl. I'm just looking at the past Super Bowls over and over. When we really think you ain't got to go by the point spread. Just go by the quarterback who people think gonna dominate. They think Mahomes is gonna dominate. And
sorry to cut you off. So it's actually Niners -1.5.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Niners.
Oh.
I'm not even looking at they've been doing it against Kansas City and keep people saying, Patrick Mahomes the underdog. How you gonna say underdog? I could understand that against Baltimore. How was it? You know what I'm saying? How was the underdog against San Francisco? You said Brock Purdy is the last pick, but you said Mahomes magic. He's this guy we already don't put him in the Hall of Fame. So my thing is, I don't think they will sack him. I think they will neutralize him. That's what I'm saying. Because I looked at that second half.
Who are they going to neutralize?
Half of the playoff game against the Ravens. If Lamar Jackson then would have scored, not them turnovers and score, they'd have won the game. Mm-hmm. Kansas City did. Yeah, Mahomes did, but he did not score. He did not score the second half. Mm-hmm. I just don't believe you're going to beat San Francisco not scoring the second half. I don't believe it. You had to show me. I think San Francisco's going to win. I thought it was going to be a close game. I think San Francisco probably win 24-17, like that. Something like that. But I just don't see the big thing. If Mahomes got all this magic, why you putting all this on San Francisco? Vegas does that for a reason. They do things for a reason.
Well, the Niners are talented, so
yes,
they got holes.
For me,
and then, not to cut you off, I'm gonna go back to
this
game. If Lamar and them got away from themselves, if they would have ran the ball, and Lamar throwed on them, and the young guy Flowers fumbled. He made mistakes. He got over his. I'm just telling you,
it was a game.
It would change the dynamics. I'm saying if, but we know If you playing sports or you've seen that game, the Chiefs know they got away with one. They know they did. And you can San Francisco didn't play great, but San Francisco plays to those big games. Kansas City ain't. They just 17 points. You didn't. They played to win. They won the game. I'm not taking nothing away, but I got that feeling. Shanahan will be there. A lot of players on that team felt that loss to Kansas City, and I feel some way they're gonna pull it out.
Well, hey. You talking about big. Hold on. You talked about big games. You talked about big games. Mahomes been in a whole lot of big games. Whole lot now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
3 Super Bowls, and you got Brock Purdy, first Super Bowl, right? I'm not betting against Mahomes. I'm not betting against Mahomes in this big game. I'm not betting against Andy Reid in this big game.
Can't do it.
Andy Reid get 2 weeks. So give me 30-27 Chiefs. I got the Chiefs in this one. And it's mainly those 2 reasons. Mahomes is that dude. And like EP said,
Brady was that dude.
I know you're not saying that.
Brady lost Super Bowls. Mahomes was that dude. Tampa Bay made him not that dude that night. It totally takes one night.
Yeah, but Tom Brady lost to Tom Coughlin. Shanahan ain't no Coughlin, man.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't no Coughlin.
So what you saying? You saying which one better?
I'm saying Tom Coughlin is a way better coach than Kyle Shanahan.
Shanahan's a good coach. Shanahan's a good coach.
So he was talking about Super Bowl history.
I'm talking about Super Bowl history.
Right. So you remember that 2017 Super Bowl that Kyle Shanahan led that Atlanta Falcons? Oh, no, I'm just saying you're saying history now.
Yeah. And who was the head coach?
EP boy Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn. See, you ain't talking about that. What I said, I know history.
Shanahan did that, man. Shanahan did that.
I believe Shanahan and his daddy with him, and the daddy done sat back and watched film, and the daddy done say, "Hey, son, this what you need to do." I just believe that. I might be wrong. I'm not pulling. I don't really care who wins.
Right.
I see the game kind of swing because everybody Mahomes magic. Because
are we not in that era? Just like we was in that Brady era where we not betting against Brady. I got to a certain point in my life where, at least in the Super Bowl, I'm not betting against Brady.
But he lost.
I'm not betting against Brady. I'm not betting against, and I hate to say it, man.
But did he lose?
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
It took some excuse my language, it took some fuckery to make him lose every year. Brady. Eagles kicked ass. Eagles came there and kicked ass. But it took something, something crazy, the helmet catch. It took something crazy to make them lose. I can't bet against Mahomes in the Super Bowl. I want to get some because I thought, like I said, the Ravens. I thought the Ravens was going to overcome, which their defense did overcome in the second half.
Yeah, the defense that was all on Lamar now. That was all on Lamar.
Even I wouldn't even say Lamar. I can't say Lamar. We didn't talk last week, but I can't even say Lamar because like he was doing what he can, and like I said, Zay Flowers.
You can't say it.
Zay Flowers. Oh, the pick was unexcused.
Ain't talking about no pick. Did you watch the game the second half? What Lamar was throwing?
Why we can't get a hand to the face? It was penalties. I ain't gonna do that.
No, Lamar was holding the ball. Lamar should have been running the ball.
to the took off. Yeah, no, I'm not
Yes.
gonna argue.
Come on,
I'm not
man.
gonna
I
argue.
had this conversation with him last week, man.
Mhm.
Come on.
I ain't gonna argue
I'm
with
a
that.
Lamar
Yeah,
fan. He was holding the ball. He trying to prove better, be a pocket pass. No, his job is to move on to the next week.
the
If he'd have ran that
play,
ball, he'd have ate Kansas City, but like Mahomes ran the ball.
he would have did great. He would have did great running that ball. So I did say that. I did say that. But I feel like he was always looking downfield, trying to figure something out.
I understand
that. That's what I feel. He got too confident in his own, which is great though. So maybe he can take that confidence. But like, I don't. It was a lot of mistakes by the whole offense, and the whole like defense came out too light.
Hey, let's get back to this game though, man. So one of the slept on units for this game is going to be the Chiefs defense. They're gonna, what I see potentially happen is they're gonna take their time with Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna try to get to him early. If it don't work, they're gonna adjust. And if the 49ers are not in the lead, or they're not staying with the Chiefs and Purdy has to throw, they're gonna blitz him. And we're gonna see what Purdy's, you know what, we're gonna see what Purdy can handle in this big game. This, Reggie, you know, this Super Bowl is a different beast. It's a different game. This is a different game.
To the game is Purdy has McCaffrey, and Shanahan gonna get that ball to McCaffrey and Debo, and kill it. That's the difference. He's gonna run that he's just like Andy Reid. Andy Reid's gonna get that ball to Kelsey. They got 3 heavy hitters. Kelsey's 1 heavy hitter. Plus, I'm telling y'all, that's gonna be the key.
Reed gonna know what to do too, so he see how the game's going. He's gonna slow.
But Baltimore did not out coach Kansas City defense. He did not out coach him. Shanahan is gonna get the ball to who he wants to get the ball. Now, the key is, like you said, they get to rush and he can't throw it, but Shanahan's gonna get the ball to his 3 people. He's gonna do that. That's one thing. He got a knock, he lost, but he gonna get the ball to his 3 people. That's one thing you can say about it over the years. He gonna do that. They had Kansas City beat in that thing. He called that play, but hey, Jimmy G missed him. Jimmy G missed him, but he had the play called up right. You remember that?
Who's
Jimmy G? He missed.
That's their advantage this year. They got, instead of you. That's their advantage this year. They got Brock Purdy instead of Jimmy G. I always said Jimmy G was gonna be their downfall. Brock Purdy's better than Jimmy G. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm not down Mahomes, but I just think San Francisco has more weapons.
But it ain't about Mahomes. I think it's the Chiefs are the
Chiefs. What?
Do you know the Chiefs are the number 2 defense? Did you know that?
I know that. I didn't say.
Have a number 2 defense right behind the Ravens.
I'm telling you, I know that. I'm saying that they have more. They have more stars on in San Francisco team than Kansas City. And when the bright lights come on, I just feel the stars. If the stars show up, they're gonna win. They're gonna win. If they don't show up, they won't win. But just like we got stars, our stars didn't show up.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Man, get your popcorn ready because I think Mahomes is ready. I think the Niners are going to be ready. I agree with you, Reggie. They're gonna be ready. I agree with you that they're gonna get the ball so they playmakers. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah. Any parting words for our peoples on the channel, fellas?
Hey, it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna be a good game. Hey, be ready. 5:30. Central Time.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything, EP?
But we'll see. We'll see, man. We will have to start talking about Mahomes being the GOAT after this, man. If he brought this out.
Come on with it. Yeah.
Oh man, God.
I don't know about GOAT talk yet, but he coming. He coming. That's for sure.
He's coming. I always said I give him 5. If he get this one, I'll give him 5 for sure. I think he probably pull away with a good 5 before he retires. You said the Rich. You gonna see, man.
I'm not saying y'all.
It's a whole different game.
It's
a whole different game nowadays, man. It's a whole different game nowadays, man. I'm telling you, man. He started that, man. I can't bet against Brady, and I ain't gonna start betting against Mahomes, except when it comes to Lamar and the Cowboys. The only reason. That's the only way.
What about Dan Quinn?
We better stay away from Dan Quinn. Stay away from him before he pulls something out on us, man. That's how I feel like that's all the Commanders were missing. Like they were playing good on. They lost some people, but Commanders were missing a good defense. So we're gonna see how Dan Quinn do, man. I'm gonna miss him, man. I really am.
All right. Well, hopefully Cowboys they hire somebody and get in there and take over. Done with Dan Quinn. All right, fellas, man. Let's get up out of here. We'll be back.
Let's go ahead and get Patrick Quinn. I got $50 on Patrick Quinn, man. If you can come to the Cowboys, man, I'll put $50 on his contract.
we ain't getting Quinn. We not that smart. We're not that smart.
Yeah, I already